we should be live. Yeah. Cool, 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 cool. And we are live. Awesome. Awesome, awesome. All right. So we got to figure out what shinies we want to hunt tonight. All right. So first things first, we need to go over here. And I got a bunch of the base stuff that I need to hunt, but let's look at the paradoxes. So it seems like I need most of the Scarlet paradoxes. So it's likely where we're going to kick this off. Let's see. Here's most of the ones y'all gave me last night. Is it? That's Flipper. Where were the ones we were trading last night? Where were the ones we were trading last night? Lunala. Oh, you know what? This is Violet. What am I doing? I need oops. There we go. I need to go back to Scarlet, 'cause that's where we're doing the trades. When are you gonna fit your? Dude, I gotta log back into Mind Turtle. I don't remember, honestly. Dude, there's so many things that are busted that I really need to fix. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's atrocious. It's honestly egregious at some point. I know I need that now. Probably should switch to water semi-permanently. All right. What I honestly need is the reminder. Okay, so we've got a Palafin, who's number 964. So we are at 961, 2, 3, 4. Who else do we have? Not Pichu, Kyogre. There's Dunsparce. Man, I really wish we could. That does fill a hole, though. Pause. 754. 549. And 691, but those are not Scarlet and Violet, so I'm not going to worry about them too much at the moment. But yeah, Zealous, I desperately need to. What I need to do is I just need to schedule a day to do it, honestly. That's just the realest real. I need to schedule a day of downtime to just sit down and do it. All right. So let me pull up the app here real quick and see what we got going on. All right. Okay. So, oh, because I can't do it right now because I'm in home right now. All right, so there we are. So I have Slitherwing. Oh, that's right. I was hunting Fluttermane and who else was I hunting last night? They're the two fairy types. It's Fluttermane and Screamtail. Yeah, okay. It doesn't have either one of them, so we'll do that. We'll do that again. So we'll commence the search for Fluttermane and Screen. Oh, you know what? There we go. So need a level 3. Fairy sandwich. So that is 1 tomato and 2 salties, or cucumber pickle, 3 tomatoes, and any 2 herbas aside from sweet and sour. So let's do that. Zealous, the honest answer is if you remind me during stream, it's not going to happen, man. I need to be reminded like in the middle of the day when I'm able to do something about it. That's just the realest real. Illusion, I will fucking permaban you. I swear to God, I will. Son. Motherfucker. Just noticed. Oh, yeah. I've seen it. I see it periodically, and I always just go, yeah, I need to fix that. And then I just... the hell if I actually fix it. Little mass outbreaks occurring. Yeah, that took forever to set up. Where's your coffee? Rom roast. Actually, I'll be honest. I have been very much enjoying this coffee, even though I'm normally a dark roast fan, and it being a medium roast is actually quite good. And what's really interesting about it, like normally coffee's really just nasty once it goes cold. This is actually really good, even though it's been cold for a little bit. I have very much been enjoying it. Also, tonight it is, you know, I don't like cream my coffee, but I'm making an exception tonight. I got a little bit of this, a lot of bit of that, and I had to buy a fresh bottle of that. So, coffee might be a little on the doctored side. I don't know. Oh, okay. So we need cucumber and pickle. Got it. It's a smooth coffee instead of a spike blend. Oh, no, it's a spike blend. You're so sick of dark... Really? Oh, man, I love dark roast. I absolutely love dark roast. That's exactly the reason I love it. I like big, bold, in-your-face flavors. Can you trade me all the starter shinies, please? Man, I would love to. I know we did a bunch last night. I am not in a state to do it tonight, if that makes any sense. Like I said, join the Discord and remind me, and we can do it in a little bit. It doesn't have to be on stream or anything. But I'm just going to be honest with you. Tonight is not a great night. What did I say? Pickle and cucumber. Do they not have cucumber? There's no cucumber here. How the hell you got pickles and no cucumbers? There's cucumber. Alright, there we go. Now we should be able to make our sandwich. The pickles are cucumbers. I mean, you can pickle a lot of different things. Eggs. jalapenos. But yeah, for the most part, typically they are cucumbers. House blend black coffee seems to be my go-to once again. Yeah, I love black coffee. There's a spot near me that makes really phenomenal coffee, but they pickled bacon, yes. But their whole thing is that like the beans are roasted. Get the fuck off Koraidon. There we go. Their whole thing is everything is roasted on in whiskey barrels. It's aged in whiskey barrels and then roasted. It's really good. But you gotta really like that like heavy, strong whiskey flavor, because it is a strong flavor. All right, guys, let's make a sandwich. Yeah, dude, I you know, like last night where we just did so many transfers. You know, I'm down to do it, but my problem is tonight, man. I am just my brain is just a mess. So, no sweet sour, no sweet or sour. Okay. So we'll do a bitter or spicy. I've not had wine in so long. So my favorite wine of all time is this one called Plunger Head, which sounds absolutely ridiculous, and it kind of is, but it's a really delicious full body red. And it is so good. But it is like in your face levels of flavor. But that's why I like it. Oh shit. This is gonna be a rough build. Hold up. I should have stacked these. Ooh. This one's going to be a toughie. All right, pickles. There we go. Had peach sake recently, and that... Oh, yeah. I've actually had that before. Oh, I think it was soju, actually, not sake. But close enough. It was really solid. Absolutely phenomenal. All right. Last night we got our we got the shiny power, but we didn't get the encounter power. So I'm hoping we get the encounter power tonight. I think I messed up the sandwich last night, though. In hindsight. So this is Kingpin. What it is, Mike? How you doing tonight? This is a level 3 shiny fairy sandwich, so we can go get our paradoxes. The level 3 sandwiches tend to be really weird. Oh, let's see if we... I don't think we have any eggs, but... Yeah, no eggs. Had a couple of dittos there, so there's an outside chain. I think one of those is a Masuda ditto, no less. Also, I love the fact that the sandwich made him level up. Yeah, so when you're doing the level 3 sandwiches, basically it's either one of a specific item with 2 very specific herbas. Since this is not my main account, this is my kind of like mule account for farming the paradoxes and stuff. I don't have a lot of the stuff. So I don't have a lot of the herbas and things. So in order to make the sandwich properly, I have to use a cucumber, pickle, and 3 of whatever that item is. But otherwise, I could just do literally just 1 loaded tomatoes and do the job. But also, I'm not going to make the same mistake we made last night. I know her eyes are the only difference, so we will keep an eye out. No pun intended. Oh, okay. I see you there. Homemade raspberry wine. So there's a spot that Vic and I go to periodically that's a meadery, and they make their own meat in-house, and it is I mean, obviously being a meadery, they would. But they had a competition recently where once somebody made a raspberry mead that was beyond amazing. It was so good. In fact, they have believe it or not, they have a mead that's made with coffee that they make like once or twice a year. Like, the bottles are insanely expensive when it happens because it is so bloody good. But, oh my goodness. Vic brought me a bottle of that about a year or so ago. And it was mind-blowingly delicious. But you already know I like coffee. Her tail is dark. No, it's the eyes. We looked at it. What? You're thinking of Fluttermane. Fluttermane's mostly pink. Her eyes are red. I mean, maybe the tail's a different color too, but the main difference is her eyes. Because unless I'm mistaken, but I looked it up last night. But I also need Fluttermane, so we just on the lookout. Gonna get some shut-eye. Oh, you're all good, man. It is like midnight if you're on the East Coast, so I get it. But appreciate you dropping in. TikTok is closing, but I do have a YouTube channel, Professor Pilk, over on YouTube. So feel free to check us out. This is where the other guys are chatting from tonight. But I hope to see you around again soon. I will probably be streaming just random games tomorrow night. I haven't decided what we're going to stream yet. We will be doing a... we have a group game we play with a bunch of other streamers and stuff. And I run on both YouTube and like Twitter, Blue Sky and all those. We let everyone basically vote on what we're going to be playing. So we'll be back tomorrow night. Have a great night. Get some shut-eye. Happy hunting. Appreciate it, man. Take it easy, and hopefully I catch you next time. Uh-oh. We fell down. Oh, I'm so spoiled by the DLC. You said her tail becomes purple as well? Maybe the eyes and the tail are purple. I don't remember the tail being that much different in the pictures I saw, but whatevs. Now, I'm not checking the floettes, but I probably should check them too. I don't see anything so far. Nope. Here we go. Let's go down here. Whee! Screamtail Shiny gives her red eyes and a purple tail. I don't remember the tail being purple, but that is what it is. I will take that under advisement. Oh, okay. Later. Or no. Oh, friggin' Hawk Lucha. Get out of here with that noise. Get out of here with that noise. Also, I called it as soon as we ended the other game. The stream started acting better. I figured it had something to do with the OBS camera. It's all good. It's honestly just another argument for me to build up the other PC and run that as my streaming system. Walgreens is a weird place. Why is Walgreens a weird place? Does not understand. It ain't no Buc-ee's, man. My whole family's like obsessed with Buc-ee's. I cannot stand the spot, man. I absolutely hate it there. It is literally just a Walmart with a gas station. SD man there with them GI issues. Oh, I read it, SD. Oh. Made it 3/4 of the way to Walgreens when I had to pull into the parking lot. Oh, I'm sorry. I did miss that comment. I'm so sorry, my guy. That is rugged. Unfortunately, I can empathize completely with that. But it's usually from drinking escapades, not eating escapades. What am we gonna do tonight? Let's see. We've got I think the cave is over here. Would Fluttermane be in the cave? Guessing she might be. Be pretty bad sometimes. Oh. Yeah, fair. The things they don't tell you, man, my wife got, she's got really, really, really bad, like, acid reflux and stuff just after the second kid. Like, she cannot handle spicy food like she used to, and it's just, it's brutal. Which is the worst because we love spicy food, and now neither one of us can, like, eat it. I've got the goddamn gallbladder issue, and she's just got, like, this random newfound intolerance for it. It's wild. Getting old sucks, man. Still need them too. There's Chansey. Nothing? Oh! That's a thing. In chat. What about it? Oh, does anybody have a spare shiny female Ralts? Shiny Frigabaz, shiny Phalanx, Joltik shiny. I don't have any of those, unfortunately. I have a few spare shinies. I don't have any of those. I'm sorry. I am very sorry, my guy. See, which is hilarious. I've got shinies, but and spare shinies at that. But for whatever reason, not those. Oh what? Oh no. All right. Let's go up here and reset the seed. Hello. Ren? You wouldn't have to be Ren Hoek. related to Sven Hoek. How you doing tonight? How's every old damn thing? Also, I do apologize, guys. I'm going to be a complete basket case tonight. We've been streaming since, I don't know, a while ago. And with the closing of TikTok, and I've not been taking it well, and I've been self-medicating, shall we say. So I may not be on top form this evening. But we're here streaming, and we're doing our damnedest either way. What do we got going on over here? So I haven't seen a single Flutter main yet, which is baffling. I don't remember where Flutter main shows up, but man, Screamtail is like everywhere. The worst part about hunting in here is that they can like show up in the walls and in the crystals. It's not the best place to shiny hunt, unfortunately. But they do propagate like crazy, so. And I'm looking for both Screamtail and Fluttermane, so this, in theory, would increase my chances. I guess. They show up rarely. At the bottom during the night. Oh, appreciate it. Appreciate it. We will make our way down there. We have 15 minutes left, so Screamtail seems to be simple enough. So I think what I'll do is I'll make my way downstairs. SD, I saw that, but there's a bunch of them spawning here, so let me... I don't see any with red eyes. If you make a shiny sandwich during a day, shiny could spawn. Yeah. Were you talking about that half man, half horse song? No, that was not Filthy Frank. It looks like it. I thought the same thing. It's one of the guys from the band, but they're absolutely hilarious. Yes, I thought it was Filthy Frank too, but it's not. He's very expressive like Filthy Frank. Dude, that half man, half horse song is fucking hilarious. Those are the same guys that did the TikTok song. And they're absolutely hilarious. I've been quite enjoying their content. 'Cause I'm a half horse, half man. Shit gets stuck in your head. Yeah, I think it was during the day we made the sandwich, but we can still go down to the bottom and see. The problem is, like, there's enough disparity here. It looks like those ones in the back are a little different color. Go away. Oh, I don't care. Oh, they did the TikTok song, the one I did my who's that Pokemon stuff with in the episode this week. Yeah, that was the one that really hit big, and then the half man, half horse song kind of came out of nowhere. But they've been embracing all of the above. They're funny enough. One of the guys from the band I've been following on TikTok for quite a bit of time, and he's hilarious. But yeah, the band just kind of got their big break this week, and yeah, I'm here for it, man. They are absolutely hilarious. I said it's kind of like Like a more socially, like it's like a very innuendo-driven version of something between Pepper Coyote and Da Vinci's Notebook. Like same essential like plot thread, if I can use that term. Oh, come on. But a little more socially acceptable, so to speak. Okay, I'm about done with you. But I can't bring out my dragons because you'll ruin my dragons. All right, Appleton, can you just take care of this fool for me? Need to get Scarlet so I can shiny hunt the Paradox. I only have Violet. There's a part of me that really hopes the prices go down when the Switch 2 drops later this year, but I kind of doubt it. I mean, BDSP is still at like 40-ish bucks, 35 bucks is the cheapest I've seen. And that's a flippin' remake, so I don't know. Pokemon games don't tend to go down. So here's what I've started doing, I'll be honest with you. And, you know, call me part of the problem or whatever. I'm getting 2 of each version of the game. One to open, play, and enjoy. The other one I keep completely factory sealed and I get graded. So if anything goes like belly up or whatever, I at least have like a way to recoup my money. The reason I did that initially, Platinum Point, what it is, man? How you doing tonight? The reason I did that initially, I bought a 2DS on eBay 2023. And I couldn't find one that I wanted with like all the Virtual Console games installed. And when I finally found one, it had a bunch of other games with it. And it was like 600 bucks. Like, it was pricey. Now, in fairness, it came with a ton of games, and it was super worth it. And now, like, even now, the price would have been like 3 times that just because of all the games that it has. But, you know, I paid the 600 bucks. I was, you know, it took a while to recoup the money because at the time the channel wasn't big enough to really recoup it. But eventually I did. And I zero regrets. But what happened was I found out that the copies of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon that it came with were completely factory sealed. And I was like, oh. Well, I mean, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, you know, like, they're not the most desirable games, but factory sealed completely is what's still worth it. Oh, the console? Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I mean, for all the games I got, for everything I got out of the package deal, it 100%. Well, plus, I didn't have a system with Pokemon Bank. And I didn't want to, like, I don't... Because I run a Pokemon channel, and I slept on Pokemon Bank, I didn't get Pokemon Bank. I kind of started the channel after all that had ended. I needed a way to legitimately have it so I could do transfers and stuff, right? That's just life, right? It just is what it is. So, you know, it was expensive, but at the end of the day, it's been worth. Because I've done more than my fair share of transfers. In fact, we did the whole Gen 3 video. I've got the Gen 4 video coming out next week. And I'll be able to do Gens 1 through 7 legitimately full shiny, full living dexes traded up to Pokemon Home that way. So, you know, like, yeah. Yeah, arguably very worth. But more to the point, when I got the factory sealed games, I was like, you know, I almost feel bad opening these. But I've got kids, right? And my youngest is too young to really appreciate it. For those that have seen the shorts on TikTok and YouTube, I got her onto Pokemon Sword. But, you know, she's like 4, right? So she's only... Like, she's playing it, but she's very casually playing it. She's not, like, knee-deep into it. But she really loves Pokemon in general. She's got, like, 1,000 Pokemon plushies and whatnot. And I've been trying to get her to cosplay Tinkaton at a convention because I think that'd be hilarious. But there will come a day where you know, at least one of them will really appreciate it and really want it. And so $35. Well, I think it's like $35 was what I paid CGC to have it like preserved. So like one day down the road, like let's say, you know, 20, 30 years from now, if they want just a completely virgin copy, sure, go ahead, open it. I don't care. But it's for them. You know, like this is like their future. The names of the Pokemon are amazing. I mean, she's 4, man. She can't read. Or she can't read well. She's just hitting buttons. Yeah, we sit there. We made that video and they giggled like crazy. That video actually has I think 70,000 views. It's my second highest viewed video on TikTok. So it was a ton of fun to make, and they still enjoy it. So I don't do a lot of content with my kids for, you know, obvious reasons, because there are just creepers out there. And my address got doxxed a couple years ago, and I just don't want to deal with that crap. But you know, if it's something like that, like it's fun to be able to include them in what I'm doing. I've got a hobby channel too, where my oldest and I do a lot of work, and he helps me record things and stuff like that. So it's just nice to be able to include him in the background, and you know, like have them be excited about what I do, and on top of that, be able to have the freedom to just, at the end of the day, just be dad too. On top of it, like I can break away from whatever I'm doing and come back to it later. But you know, it's just complete freedom. I love it so much. Man, we ain't found shit. Luke, I'm sorry I'm late. Nah, you all good, man. Funny enough, you're really late. Hurley, I didn't even get greeted. I'm so sorry. I'm very sorry. How you doing tonight? How you doing tonight? Hobby channel, yes, it is my hidden channel. I build models and stuff, but it is my hidden channel. I have not fully integrated that with the full the full might of all of my channels. I have 8 or 9 channels in total, but of them I have like maybe 5 that are actually active. One that's question mark. You know, it is what it is. It's really hard to manage all that, but it's also, you know, with TikTok closing, unfortunately, it'll be a little bit easier. But you know, it is what it is. I accept the fact I'm never going to be Mr. Beast. I'm never going to be one of those like million-plus subscriber dudes. I'm just a guy that wants to sit here, have fun, and if I can, you know, justifiably stay at home playing video games and, you know, be available for my family, my kids 24/7 with, you know, the ability to like also travel and share my love of video games and all my other stuff, I'll be perfectly happy, man. I just want to be comfortable. That's it. I don't need to be, you know, a millionaire. That shit gets boring. What are you gonna do, man? You only spend so much money. Hey! Rude! I've come back to the phrase, I know where you... Kiram, no. Should come down to Hawaii one day. Oh my god, I fucking love... Dude. If you don't mind me asking, what... You don't have to dox your whole town, but what island? My wife and I went to Hawaii for our honeymoon. We barely had like 2 dimes to rub together at the time. And, you know, we didn't get to do a whole lot. But because of the way we booked everything, we got to do some island hopping. So we started in Honolulu. We went to the big island and did the whole Kilauea thing, which was stupid fun. It was actually funny, too, because when we booked everything, we had a travel agent that booked most of it, and she talked us into staying in Kona and then driving out to the volcano, which was a fucking mistake. And I think it was like a 3-hour drive to get the stupid volcano. We get there, and it was fun, but they had just closed it down at the time because there was like a big explosion before we got there. So we didn't get to do like Crater Rim Drive and all that stuff, which I don't even think is there anymore. But we got to do some pretty cool stuff. We actually got to go right up to the flows, which you're not really supposed to do, but we did. Yeah, it was like super cool. And that was like a 3-hour drive home. And we get back to Kona, and I didn't realize Kona's like old people town. And I think it was 9 o'clock at night, and the friggin'... Oh, Sandy Shack. Oh, no, my timer ran out. No, it's not. Why is Sandy Shack showing up? What else? Anyway, so it was like 9 o'clock at night, and everything was shut down. The McDonald's was closed. Like, we couldn't get into the McDonald's. They're like drive-through only. And I'm like, I don't know. I want to sit down. Like, we've been in the car for 3+ hours. I want to sit. And we found the only place open was the brewery. But I've been drinking Kona beer since we had gotten there. So I was like, all right, awesome. Like, we'll go to the fucking brewery. We'll check it out. And it turns out, like, that was where just everybody went and hung out when, you know, the resort portion of the town just went to sleep. I was like, oh, this is awesome. These guys are crazy. Would have loved to show you around, show you some of the good food. Dude, we went to Honolulu. We did the Big Island, which was mega fun. Like, easily the most memorable part of the whole thing. And then we went to Maui, and Maui was neat, but Maui's, like, super... Like, everything there was expensive. And just very, like... Like, way more suburban than I am. I'll put it that way. But it was super fun, man. Yeah. I love Hawaii. My problem is I would never get anything done. I got a buddy that lives down in Florida, and we go visit him. Well, say we visit him. We go to his town, as it turns out, like all the time. In fact, he was streaming with us earlier. And I'm like, it's a beautiful part of Florida. It's in the Panhandle. It's gorgeous. I just couldn't live there. I'd get nothing done. I live in Honolulu. There's so many... Oh, my God. Honolulu was amazing, my guy. Yes! The part of Honolulu that just impressed me was the fact I think our plane... So, I live in Atlanta. Or, well, close-ish enough to Atlanta for what it matters. And, 50 seconds. There's no way. And we got on a plane. We took a flight directly from Atlanta to Honolulu. I think we landed at 11 o'clock at night, and we stayed at the something Princess, like right on the beach. And at 11 o'clock at night, there was like a bunch of fucking lights and people out there like in the water. And we get up at like 6 o'clock in the morning the next morning. So I was like, I don't want to miss anything. I have all the stuff I want to do. And the beach is still packed. Like, it's dawn, and, like, the same people are just out there. Like, nobody sleeps in Honolulu, and it is great. It is absolutely fantastic. I love Hawaii so much. Honolulu is on my list to go back to. If I go back to the Big Island, I want to stay in Hilo and do more of the volcano stuff, because that was super fun. Maui was neat, but I don't know if I'd care to do it again. It's just, I don't know, clashed with my personality type, I guess. I don't know. But love Hawaii. One of my favorite states. Whatever happened to the car channel? Oh, Illusion. So I'll be honest with you. I had a big plan for that channel to resurrect it. And what I was going to do is I was going to make it mostly a TikTok channel. So now that my schedule is... I'm going to overshare the shit out of tonight's stream, but whatever. So now that I have like a little bit more availability during the day and stuff like that, I was going to use my hours between like 8 and like 8 a.m. and noon was going to become just stream on TikTok with the car channel. But since TikTok seems like it's going away, that's not going to be a thing. And then all the content that I do on like the Pokemon channel and on the Danmachi channel, like, unfortunately, that would mean the Danmachi channel go back to being, like, 1-2 videos a day, tops, instead of, like, 2 to 3 like I've been doing. Um, and then I would have to hire an editor to do all of my Pokemon editing. But, you know, at the end of the day, choices are what they are and things are what they are. It's just what we'd have to do. But with TikTok closing, I don't know, man. I've got to figure it out. I want to bring it back, but I got to work into the schedule, and the streaming would have made it worthwhile, but the honestly, like, without the streaming, it's just going to be very hard. I do, but I barely play it. Oh, want to know something? Sure. Oh, no. The nature side of Honolulu? Oh, my God. That would be gorgeous, man. I loved Honolulu. It was so beautiful. Absolutely so beautiful. Alright, so I already have Slithering. So here's what I'm going to do. We're going to go ahead and force close this beast, and we're going to try that again. Did you bake bread in the volcano? We got offered Vienna sausages, as crazy as that is, cooked in the lava, but I turned it down because I was like all weird about it at the time. And I really wish I had done it, because I didn't realize it's an actual thing. But yeah, I really wish I had done it. If I know knowing what I know now, I would have packed more hiking gear, and we would have 100% hiked up to the flows and actually like cooked in the lava. Like, apparently that's super cool to do. One of the unfortunate souls that has a Chromebook. Ooh. I mean, I do too, in fairness. You know what? I can show you my laptop. I have a beautiful 17-inch laptop with a glorious 2nd gen Core 2 Duo. So that's not even my oldest laptop is like a 286 from like the 80s. So it's all good, man. Trust me. You do what you do and you get down with what you get down with. Show some good look. Dude, I would love to, man. I love Hawaii so much. Such a great state. All right. Picnic. Let's try it again. Hey! How dare. Yeah, man. I love Hawaii. Such a great place. I try to get around as much as possible. I've not done a lot of traveling, unfortunately. But going back to Honolulu or going back to Hawaii in general just the one that blew my mind, and I don't know if it's still that way, but when I got there, nobody told us that it was. Oh, I gotta go buy the cucumbers. Let's go buy the cucumbers. Nobody told us that, like, half the shops accept yen, Japanese yen. I did not know that. I just thought that was, like, super neat. But I also didn't realize it was such, like, a big Japanese tourist destination. I think that's, like, just really, really cool. Went to Worlds in Hawaii. What's that? Is 20-minute drive? Worlds. What's Worlds in Hawaii? I am not familiar, but I am intrigued. Cucumber. All right, let's go get some pickles. Oh, Pokemon Worlds. Yes. Yeah, I am nowhere near on that level at all. But the wife is like, you need to get there. I want to go traveling. And I was like, okay, fair. Would have absolutely loved to have done that. But yeah, I am not on that level. Anyone that's watched the Cage Locks, no, I am far from that level. Would be fun. I'm far too casual. But would have been super cool. All right. Let us. All right, I'm actually to save this time so I have all my ingredients. And it is nighttime, so now Fluttermane might actually show up. Are we gonna actually go straight to the straight to the bottom now? Oh, get off. I hate that it just doesn't automatically take you off the legendaries. I would flatten you. Oh, you're not gonna trust me. You don't have to worry about that with me. Bro. I'm festively plump. Doctor's already mad at me about that as it is. Like, well, sorry, I like food. I'm sorry, I like food. Alright. Next. Boom. Did you get to try Pokey? Yes, absolutely. 100%. 100%. And I'll be honest with you, it spoiled me. Because I could get some decent Pokeballs locally, but most of them are just like, you know, like low-end sashimi, you know, grocery store level sashimi stuff. I'm like, I'm spoiled, man. I've had the good stuff. I forgot I need to stack the tomatoes. No! Alright, our sandwich is going to be a disaster again, guys. I'm sorry. Wish me luck! Pickles. Oh! Oh, it is so... Oh my god, it's so sketch. It is so sketch. Has the best Poke Shops. I'm trying to remember the one we went to. It was right next to our hotel. But again, we're talking, this was... I dare not say how long ago it was. Dare not say how long ago it was. It was a long time ago. Grocery store Poke would put your... Oh, there's no comp. No, come on. Dude, I live in Atlanta, man. Our grocery store Poke is basically like 3 times like removed from the family of Poke. Come on. There's no competition there. Half the time you go to get the tuna and it's salmon. Like, get the... Yeah, no. Dude, I've been to like bargain basement sushi joints that make our best grocery store crap look like crap. I guess I should just go to the bottom, shouldn't I? Instead of messing with this, just go straight to the down in the pit. Gas station spam. Exactly. This is like those Japanese 7-Elevens. Those things are like the legitimate version of Buc-ee's / Wawa. Like, apparently Japanese 7-Elevens are insane. There's Fluttermane. Yay! Fluttermane's here. Alright. Fluttermane's an easy one to eyeball, so we'll go ahead and start down here with her. And maybe we'll grab a couple. So not only do Japanese 7-Elevens carry Gundams, they have their own dedicated Gunpla. It's crazy. What in the hell is she doing? It's a friggin' land shark. Why are they clipping through the floor, man? What is going on with these Fluttermanes? There we go. Oh, come off it. Shoot. If you go to top tier lab, you shall encounter Fluttermane. Oh, you mean down in the DLC dungeon? I don't think I'd be able to because I don't have the DLC on this. I only have the DLC on Violet. We'll chill down here. I mean, I need them both, so it's a golden opportunity either way. But I need a faster mon, I think. Let's see if I can get a faster mon. That's not a dragon. Oh. Duh. And they could teach Arceus False Swipe. I think I've got False Swipe in my bin. Hold on. There's a pillar where Fluttermane spawns. Probably. But if they're both down here, because I need them both. So if they're both down here, it just makes my life a little bit easier. Flame Charge. There's False Swipe. Like hell he can't learn it. How could Arceus not learn... whatever. Where's my Mew? Where's Mew? I know I didn't give Mew away last night. Did I? Did I give Mew away last night? Maybe I did. I don't know. Oh, okay. Oh, where'd he go? What did I say? Box 4, I think? There he is, box 5. Does he know False Swipe? Yeah, he does. Okay, cool. Alright. That'll work for now. So... we're looking for Fluttermane and Screamtail. And the nice part is we find Fluttermane, and we can just run upstairs to the upper portion of this and then hunt Screamtail separately. But, you know, at this point, whatever we find, we find. Legitimately thought I had a shiny Fluttermane, but I couldn't find her, so I'm guessing maybe I gave her away or something. I have no idea. Illusion, what bullshit you talking? You got a spare Arceus and Landorus? I have a spare Arceus. I don't have a spare Landorus at the moment, but he can be acquired. All right, let me answer that this way. How do you want your Arceus acquired? I kind of maybe have a acquisition capability. I have the Charizard PSA 10 from 98. What? That is crazy, dude. Do you have any shiny starters in your... I don't have any right now, dude. I'm really sorry. I don't have any at the moment. Let's see. I actually found the original Shadowless Charizard at Collecticon, no, at Momocon last year. It was a PSA 2, and I'm not even joking. It looked like it was in absolutely phenomenal condition. The only reason they got a 2 was because whoever owned it had put a push pin through Charizard's eye. And I guess the whole story was the kid. It was like the kid's favorite card, and he had it on the wall. and you know, obviously like lined it up and thought it was really cool. And I'm like, I think it's a bit egregious to like take this nearly pristine card with just like one little pinhole in it, but because of the placement of the pinhole, you've given it this atrocious grading. It was like $200. I was really tempted to buy it and just see if I could get it regraded or something, but I didn't. I probably should have, but I didn't. Yeah. I feel like that's one that regrading would have been worthwhile, but maybe one day. If I find another situation like that, I'll 100% do it. But at the time, I did not feel like it was worth it. So there's a bunch over here. Good grief. Hey Mew, can you do something about this over here, my guy? Yeah, just go ham. There you go. As you wipe them out, they should respawn anyway, so. You gonna do me a solid there, buddy? Appreciate it. There we go. So I don't know what it was we went to a luau when we were in Maui, and they did like where they like lower the pig in the pit and all that stuff. It was super cool. I don't remember what all like was called, but it was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. If I were to do it over again, I've heard like each island does it ever so slightly differently. Like the one we went to apparently was just kind of like the like more of like a resort style, less traditional. And I kind of could see that. So I would absolutely love to go do it all over again. Unfortunately, it's not in the cards anytime soon, but maybe one day. Well, actually, maybe. So hilariously, we have a new YouTube channel I'm launching with a bunch of other content creators called Gaming Across America. And right now, we've done mostly the continental U.S. Later this year, we're traveling to Dallas, Texas, and we're trying to do one in Seattle later this year. But Honolulu is one of those I would love to go to. I just don't know if there's that many. I mean, there's got to be like a good gaming community out there. But we would legitimately have to, like, we would have to be like really high up in the numbers for our sponsor to be like, yeah, we'll fly everyone out there to Honolulu. Appreciate it, guys. Right now, they're like flying two of us out to Dallas for 5 days. They're like, okay, we'll handle that, but you better get us some sales. So, go buy some coffee. But we've actually another product we're pushing on the channel. I can't push it during the streams because all that stuff. But yeah, well, there'll be some ads coming up on the channel that'll make it up. But Honolulu, like, it was always my thought, like, I got a buddy that used to live in Alaska, and I'm like, it would be really cool to do, like, Alaska and Hawaii as our final hurrah for, like, Season 3 or something. What kind of games am I looking for? Personally, like, honestly, the whole thing's, like, the history of video gaming. Vintage video games, like, you know, you name it, man. In the episode that we did here in Atlanta, my buddy bought me a complete in-box Atari game that I had never even knew existed, that had like a special like number pad module that plugs into the Atari and has like a little voice command thing. It was wild, absolutely insane. I'd never even heard of it. I didn't know it existed. And yeah, we found it at random in one of my favorite game stores. And so just like weird stuff like that, like just the off the wall, you know, or even just like the normal stuff, like when we were at con the other time, I found a left-handed power glove, left-handed adult-sized power glove, no less. So like just neat things. Like power gloves aren't that rare. It's just neat to find a left-handed one that's, you know, for an adult hand. Healthy gaming community or tabletop TCG community. Yes. So I have is it Kawaii? I think it's Kawaii Con. My former director at Anime Week in Atlanta actually runs the convention out there. And I never had a chance to go with him because, you know, pricey and whatnot. But, yeah, like, I know the anime community out there is just insane. And I've always wanted to go there and see, like, the gaming scene and whatnot. But that would be a really, really, really fun one. But that's, like, Season 3 stuff for us. We're still planning Season 2 at the moment. But I think either Season 3 or Season 4, we're probably going to wind up doing tabletop and TCGs. So, at least for the first 2 seasons right now, we're mostly doing video games. In fact, we have one of the girls on our staff. She's an actual video game historian. She's an insane wealth of knowledge when it comes to games and stuff. Like, she's taught me some stuff, and I thought I was pretty knowledgeable. Alright, we'll go around this loop over here. How much time is left? 15 minutes. If you need a guess for Hawaii, yeah. I'll let you know, my guy. I'll let you know. I once again, we'd have to get some better numbers. The channel's not been performing nearly as well as I would have liked it or expected it to. But we've only got 2 episodes out, so maybe it's just one of those we have to find our stride. What was the Atari game you didn't know existed? Well, I knew it existed. Star Raiders, I knew it existed. I didn't know that there was a special number module for it. Because I have a copy of Star Raiders just cartridge. But we found the one that was in box with the number pad and all that stuff. Like, of course, I played Star Raiders, but the channel's called Gaming Across America. It's myself, Goshen's Games, if you know him, and just a wealth of. I think there's like eight of us that are in the whole project. It's wild. It's crazy. But yeah, please check it out. I would love to get more eyes on the project. Oop. Yeah, once again, the more eyes we get on the project, the more our sponsor's going to be willing to like do crazy stuff and like, you know, fly us out to weird exotic ass places. And actually, we have a second sponsor, but they're kind of flaking on us a little bit. So maybe one day we'll have enough following to make them actually wake up and pay attention. I'm really disappointed too because they're an eyeglass company, but they were supposed to send me a pair of eyeglasses and they haven't yet. So I was really excited for them because we custom made them. We had like the whole like color scheme and logo made for the channel, and then they just kind of flaked on the whole project. So maybe one day. I'm gonna I think this is all gonna be Screamtail up here. There's Fluttermane. Man, no shinies at all yet. Good grief. Boy, had their own version of chess called Cold Cone. I did not know that. That's actually really neat. That's super cool. I have learned something today. See, that kind of stuff would be really cool for like the tabletop episodes. I used to play a game called Clan Wars. I tried to get Warhammer, but Warhammer was too pricey at the time. And Clan Wars was like not cheap by any stretch of the imagination, but it was not like Warhammer level prices. So like definitely did enjoy those things. So when it comes to doing you know, tabletops and TCGs, absolutely hope we can get to that before long. But again, that's probably going to wind up being like Season 3, Season 4. But it would definitely be very cool. It's more expensive than modern Yu-Gi-Oh! What? Really, Kiram? Really? Really? Man, this is our second go-through and not a single shiny yet. That's insane. Oh, but you know what? I bet you the difference, I may not have gotten Shiny Charm here. So I think you have to complete the decks. I bet you that's the difference. At DNA Splicers, no Shiny Charm. That's what it is. That's why it's so much harder over here. Well. Methinks we fixed that. Tabletop game that's more expensive than Yu-Gi-Oh! Gotten 2 shiny Screamtails? I don't know. Well, again, if I had the Shiny Charm, they'd have a greater probability of showing up. I just don't have the Shiny Charm, apparently. So, and I think I've got all of the decks in home. I just have to transfer it all over. So, that be a thing. So maybe that's something I do tomorrow is I just transfer all the mon over, find out what I'm missing, and get them transferred from home into here. Make my shiny hunting that much easier. Because I forget the difference. It's like what, a 4 times multiplier to the probability? And I don't remember what the probability is with a level 3 sandwich. Oh, I missed the. Do you? Oh, thanks. I'm sorry, man. I'm really sorry. Yeah, we'll do some starters and trade a bunch of stuff around. Like I said, tonight I'm very like scatterbrained. I'm kind of just all over the place. And yeah, like legitimately, I don't know if I'd be able to manage doing all the transfers and stuff like we did last night. But it's doable, man. It's completely doable. And honestly, part of it too is I'd want to go look up like abilities and all that, all that crazy stuff. But the reality is I could put them all in one account and just transfer them all up, but I'm about to have them all in my decks anyway. So if you give me a little bit, we can definitely get you set up with all that. I said yesterday, the only thing that gets weird is Gen 8. Gen 8 and Gen 9, genuinely not something I have the ability to do with yet, but maybe soon. Dude, we all miss Dan Mimo. Dan Mimo is such a just a lightning in a jar situation. I honestly, with some of the stuff that's been going on in Donker, I've just gotten really salty on the game lately. Like, obviously I play it, I'm going to continue covering it, but I'm very unhappy with some of the direction they're going. Man, look at them all over there. I wish I could set up a picnic down here, because then you could just reset it. Do you play the Overlord game? I downloaded. I never really got much into it, to be honest. I'm kind of getting over gachas. Like, obviously I played Dokkan for a long time, and I've been playing Dokkan, but like, I'm getting to the point where I'm just kind of, I'm not enamored with gachas like I used to be. Number one, I don't have the time. And number two, I'm kind of working on my console in, you know, otherwise collections. So rather than spending like a couple $1,000s on a gacha, I'd just rather have permanent copies of games. Man, I can't tell you how many times when I do my taxes at the end of the year, I go, man, I did not spend this much money in a gacha game. The exception being Dan Mimo. I never regret the money I spent in Dan Mimo. Dan Mimo was, it's, with all the light novels and all the lore and everything that we got from that game, everything I put into that game I consider an investment into the future of Danmachi. And, you know, it's that rare situation where I look back and go, no, this was completely worth. But everything else just really kind of is lately. And I think part of it too is just like the reality of what Danmachi meant, and you know, the impact we had on the that it had on the franchise and that we had on the game. It hits totally differently, man, and it's gonna be hard to ever recapture that. That's one of those like crazy things where it's gonna be just nigh impossible to replicate that with any other gacha game. Oops, go ahead. Hey! You know, Fluttermane stopped showing up, is it? Oh, you know what I bet it is? I bet when I went into the building and reset it, I bet you because it's daytime, they stopped showing up. Hold on, let's go down to the bottom of the pit and see what's up. Excuse me. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah. No. Oh, dear. Oh, that is rude. No. Oh, so bad. My disappointment, y'all. That is That is disappointing. So, I don't suspect, because we got, what, 3 minutes left, 2 minutes left. I don't think we're going to need a screen deal tonight. So I think what I'm going to do tomorrow is focus on getting the shiny charm, transfer a bunch of mon over, fill in the things that I'm missing, and then like, reattempt this, because... I'm spoiled? 100% spoiled? But... yeah, the shiny charm makes this significantly easier. It is not uncommon to get 2 or 3 shinies per sandwich. So, boo! The only gacha I keep up with FGO and HSR and Genshin. Yeah, right now Donkuro is it for me. And like I said, they're burning the bridge. I play Dokkan, but I've not, quote-unquote, kept up with it. In fact, I forgot to do the latest Battlefield. See, it ended last night, and I completely forgot to run it. Which sucks. I used to be right on top of it, but it's just, it's hard right now, to be honest with you. With all the stuff I want to do and I want to get done, unfortunately, spending like, 3-4 hours in the gacha clashes with that. So, but, at the end of the day, it kind of is what, hey, it is what it is. Illusion, no. No. Absolutely not. Yeah, 30 seconds to say that. And Fluttermane's already just kind of fluffed off. Boo! Yeah, so like I said, I've got all the mon that I need to get the shiny charm. So I think that's what I'll do tomorrow morning, is transfer everything over, get that shiny charm, and then we can reattempt this maybe tomorrow night or something. But for those of you that don't know, tomorrow is group game night over on Twitch. So like we did Phasma. We started the stream doing Phasmophobia earlier. So if you want to join us tomorrow, we usually have like, a few people, 4 to 8 people, and we all just play a group game, and it's a lot of fun. And then we usually game till about 2 in the morning. Yeah, just genuinely like just a genuine good time. So that is the plan for tomorrow. I may or may not do some Pokemon either before or after, but we'll have to see. Really comes down to it. And I will probably be streaming on TikTok because I kind of, I want to get as much in on TikTok as I can while it's still a thing. It's unfortunate I was never able to get monetization. I never hit 1,000 follows. But I also didn't push it nearly as hard as I should have, and I was not diligent with it. So, but I've had really fond memories of TikTok. I absolutely loved TikTok, and I am. It's part of the reason that I'm kind of a disaster tonight. Is I was distraught. I really thought there would be some like 11th hour action that would save TikTok, but it seems like that is not a thing. So I am absolutely distraught and destroyed over that. Yeah. We'll go ahead and just close that out. Missed the green. What? What are you talking about? Don't tell me I missed a shiny flood. Did I really? Wait. Isn't the Kiram, you're fucking with me. Kiram, you're absolutely fucking with me. I'm so confused. All right, guys. Well, I am going to call it there. It's been fun. It's been real. We'll be back tomorrow night on TikTok, probably for the final time. I'm going to guess. But you guys have absolutely been awesome. I appreciate all y'all. It has been an absolute pleasure. And did I miss the shiny for real? No. Um, That's a great bottle cap for the day, man. The day's just been such a disappointment. It is what it is. It is what it is. Ah. But I'm tired and I'm also intoxicated, so a beer nothing, man. I told you tonight's Patron XO, Kahlua, and Irish cream, so it is what it is. This motherfucker's still full too, man. I just topped it off a while ago. Tequila? Tequila. Well, it's a tequila coffee liqueur, but you know me and coffee, man. The funny part is I've not seen this since COVID. Legitimately, the plant where they were making this, they shut down and turned into a manufacturing hand sanitizer. And so for like 2-3 years, I couldn't find it, so I gave up. And I was in a liquor store totally at random, and yeah, and they had it, and I was like, done, 100%. But it used to be like $20. Now it's like $40-$50. But yeah, it is what it is, man. I'm enjoying it. I'm having a good time. It's a rare treat. That's like Kahlua, man. Kahlua used to be cheap, and that shit was expensive too. But yeah, we'll pour one down. I say pour one out, and we're gonna pour one down my gullet for the missed shiny. But we'll be back tomorrow. You guys have a great night. Thank you all so much for tuning in. It has been a blast. I missed the shiny. I'm an idiot, apparently. Can't wait to see the clip on that one. That'll be fun. But you guys take it easy. Have a great night, and we'll see you tomorrow for the group stream, I hope. Later, y'all.